Yo, what is up, fellas? How is everyone doing? In this video, I want to talk about what to do when you are feeling stuck in life. And I say this because I have reached a point where I feel stagnant. I feel stuck. I feel like I haven't made a lot of progress. And I've noticed that this happens every 2 to 3 years with myself. And I want to just talk about what I've done previously to get out of this funk and what I'm going to do now to get myself out of this funk yet again. So there's a quote that I've been kind of thinking a lot about lately, and it is that nothing changes if nothing changes. What does that mean? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. If nothing is going to change, then you can't expect anything to change, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. And I think we all like to think that someone or something is going to come into our lives and save us. And we can just be passive and sit back and wait around for that to happen. This can be with your career, this can be with your relationships, this can be with your social life, whatever it may be. We all want to be lazy and sit around and just wait for stuff to happen. And the reality is that is not how the world works. That's just not how nature works, right? You have to be proactive about it. So let me take you guys back about 2-ish years, about this same time. I was at a point where I felt very stuck in my life. I had been working the same job for about 3 years, hadn't been promoted or anything, hadn't really got any major pay bumps or anything like that. I hadn't dated anybody in a couple years. I was living by myself. I just felt very stuck and I didn't know what to do. And it got to a point to where I was so frustrated and so fed up with it to where I just decided to get a different job. I was sick of making the same income I was making. I was ready for a promotion and I had been asking for one for months, several months, 6 months, 7 months at this point, and it just wasn't happening. So I decided to get a new job. I was in marketing originally, and then the new job I got was a sales job. I wanted to try that out because I thought that I could make a lot more money doing sales. And I ended up hating the job, if I'm just being honest. So I quit my 3-year job in marketing to try a job in sales, thinking I would be able to make a lot more money in sales, which you definitely can. But I ended up hating it. I hated doing sales. I hated cold calling people. I hated, the constant meetings and having to kind of kiss ass to clients or people. And it was just very repetitive, and it didn't work for me. It didn't work for my personality. So what did I do with that job? About 6 weeks in, I had had enough with that job, and I just quit that job cold turkey. I decided, you know what? I cannot do this sales job anymore. It's ruining my mental health. I'm not happy anymore. I just need to quit. So I quit that job without another job lined up, which anybody knows is a very risky thing to do, especially when you have bills to pay, you have rent to pay. It's very risky. But basically what ended up happening is, luckily I was able to work it out, and I ended up getting a new job after being unemployed there for about a month or so. And that new job was a significant pay raise. It gave me work from home flexibility. The job itself had a lot of career growth and career potential. It was just a way better fit than the situation I was in initially, where I was frustrated with that first initial marketing job. And I say all of this, I say this whole story to say, had I not quit that first marketing job and tried sales out, it would have never worked out the way it did. If I never quit that first job, I'd probably still be stuck at that company, resentful and unhappy with where I'm at. And basically the point I'm trying to make is that you have to take initiative and just make change happen. You have to start doing stuff outside of the ordinary in order to initiate change in your life. Like I said, a lot of times we just want to sit back and wait for stuff to happen, but the reality is that just doesn't happen. Things don't change unless we take action and put things into motion. So what am I doing now to switch up my routine to just bring change into my life? Because I'm in another one of those funks where I'm getting kind of bored and just feel kind of stagnant. So what am I doing now? Now I have joined a new jiu-jitsu gym. Jiu-jitsu is something I've always wanted to try. So I thought I'd give it a go. I'm doing my first jiu-jitsu class next week. Gonna try that out, see what it's like, meet new people, build new relationships, build a new routine, and we're gonna just see what it's like and whether or not I like it. And if I do, great, I have a new community to be a part of. And if I don't, well, then I just learned something new about myself. I've also joined a new church, and I've been going to church a lot more habitually, a lot more routinely, right? This is something that I haven't done previously, but I know that, you know, if faith and my religious views are something that I want to take seriously, and I want to meet more people that are similar minded, I have to put myself out there and meet new people at those areas, in those environments. So I've started going to a new church. I've also signed up for a sign language class. This is something that I've wanted to try for a while now, just learning a different language, learning a new skill set. I just like language and communication in general, and I think learning different ways to communicate is going to improve my ability to communicate, and it's just going to allow me to meet new people, see their perspective, build relationships, and it's going to overall be a net positive. So these are a couple things that I'm doing to change up my routine and just initiate and force change into my life, because again, nothing changes if nothing changes. So this video is my reminder to you, or my message to you all, that if you're feeling stuck in life, it may be time to switch it up and do something different. Maybe that is quitting your job and getting a new one. Maybe that is breaking up with someone that you're not happy with. Maybe that is going out on dates again and putting yourself out there a little bit more. Maybe that is joining different clubs or communities or organizations. Do something different, because you can't just sit around and wait for things to happen to you. The more you sit around and wait, the more resentful you're going to be, the more unhappy you're going to be over time, and you're going to look back and regret being stagnant for so long. So again, nothing changes if nothing changes. No one is coming to save you. You have to take initiative and be proactive about bringing change into your life. And as change happens, it'll build momentum, and more change will happen over time. So I hope this video helps you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.